Alright, today we're going to be ranking every single toilet in Call of Duty Zombies. Just kidding. You got rickrolled. Today we're going to be ranking every single power-up in the Call of Duty Zombies franchise instead. I'll be ranking from World at War to the newest title, BO7. This ranking will only include power-ups from the main game of COD Zombies, so no LTMs or different game modes, just how God intended to play this game. I will also be ranking all the non-Treyarch zombies as well. No Dead Ops Arcade will be in this since I don't play those often enough to have a good ranking list for those power-ups.
Know your fucking place, trash.
How I'll be ranking these, you might say? Well, good sir or madam, I'll be ranking these by overall feeling of them. I won't be taking usefulness or any hard facts into account since this is a power-up ranking and there's like 2, maybe 3 that are normally at the top of everyone's list. And this is my video, so who the hell cares? I'll be jumping all the power-ups together. For example, the Death Machine is probably the worst thing to grab in BO1 and BO2.
You're trash, kid.
But in BO3, it's pretty good. One more thing, the list will be only power-ups that zombies drop when killed. So no Wonder Waffle or Death Machine from George Romero, no Tram Fuse power-ups from Horizon Drac, nothing like that. Alright, let's get into ranking these power-ups. Coming in at dead last is Explosive Touch. This power-up only shows up on Carrier and Descent in AW Exo Zombies. When it's active, any zombies that touch you instantly die. Now that sounds amazing on paper, but here's the problem. You're in Exo Zombies. You have an exosuit. You're jumping and boosting everywhere. You're actively trying not to let the zombies touch you. So having a power-up that requires zombies to make contact with you goes against everything the movement system is designed for. It also replaced hyper damage on those maps, which is actually useful. So not only is Explosive Trash not great on its own, it took the spot of something better. And since it's only on 2 maps in a game nobody plays and I have deep hatred for, most people don't even know that this exists. Dead last for a reason. Coming in at number 16 is Security in Advanced Warfare. Staying in AW territory, Security activates all traps on the map for 30 seconds. It also makes open doors deadly, where they'll slam shut and crush any zombie that tries to walk through them. That crushing door animation is actually pretty satisfying to watch, I'll give it that. But here's the thing, traps in Exo Zombies aren't that great to begin with, and having them all activate for 30 seconds sounds more useful than what it actually is. Half the time you're not even near the traps when this pops, so you get 0 value from it. The door crusher mechanic is the only interesting part, and even that has a cooldown between each crush. Another AW exclusive power-up that nobody remembers because AW is trash. Coming in at number 15 is Full Power from pretty much Cold War and up. Full Power instantly fills your field upgrade meter. That's it. Your Ring of Fire or Frenzy Guard or whatever you're getting fully charged. And while yes, getting your field upgrade back immediately is helpful, it's just not as exciting. When Full Power drops and you already have your field upgrade almost charged anyway, it's basically worthless.
This is worthless.
Compare this to literally any other power-up on this list, and Full Power just doesn't generate any emotion. You don't see it drop and go, let's go. You see it and say, oh, okay. It's the definition of a filler power-up. It exists to pad out the power-up pool, and I'm convinced of that. Number 14 is bonus points. Pretty much from every game, bonus points give you, every player, a flat amount of points. This is the most forgettable power-up in modern zombies. When it drops, there's no excitement, no strategic decisions to make. It just gives you some points and that's it. Obviously, I think this is better in early rounds, especially paired up with double points, but it's still not that great. Double points makes you play differently for 30 seconds. You're trying to maximize kills during the timer. Bonus points have 0 gameplay impact. You grab it, number go up, you move on with your life. It's not bad, it's not boring, and boring is worse than bad, in my opinion, because at least bad power-ups are memorable. Coming in at number 13 is Infinite Grenades from Infinite Warfare. This IW exclusive power-up gives you unlimited grenades for a limited time. And yeah, spamming grenades everywhere for 30 seconds is fun. In concept, there's something satisfying about just throwing explosives non-stop. But in practice, you're not really clearing rooms efficiently with grenades compared to just shooting. The grenades have travel time and splash radius that makes them awkward for precise kill. Also, if you're not using PhD Flopper in IW, then you're gonna die. It's a fun power-up that sounds better than it plays. I appreciate that IW tried something different, but this one doesn't crack the top 10 for me. Coming in at number 12 is the Nuke. I know this is going to be controversial. Most people would put either Nuke higher or lower. Nuke kills all the zombies currently on the map and gives everyone 400 points. First, if you grab it in an early round, you just killed zombies that you could have farmed for points, ammo drops, and power-ups. That's lost value. In the early rounds, I like to do it at the end of the round, obviously, so it doesn't really kill. It kills 0, maybe 1 zombie. On high rounds, if you're running a train and then you grab the Nuke, sometimes I guess it depends. For me, if I go high rounds, I will grab the Nuke just to make it easier to go through the rounds. And then 400 points is pretty much useless past like round 15 to 20. The only time Nuke is actually clutch is when you're cornered and about to go down. In that moment, Nuke is a lifesaver, but those moments are rare compared to the amount of times Nuke drops at the wrong time and either wastes potential points or messes with your game. It's a panic button that you really need and often grab by accident. Alright, coming in at number 11 is the Death Machine. The Death Machine gives you a temporary minigun with infinite ammo. And BO1 and BO2, this thing was god-awful. Also, this thing made you slow as molasses, so picking up the Death Machine in early grounds felt more like a punishment than a salvation. But I'll give it credit where it's due. In BO3 and later, the Death Machine actually hits hard. Obviously, BO4 and beyond, it just became a specialist and a score streak, but the damage scales better and the fire rate is better, and you're not moving at slow pace. It went from being something to walk around to being something you actually want to get. The improvement is why it's not lower on the list. The only issue I do have with it is you don't get very much points with it, if at rarely. Overall, it's okay. If I was ranking just the BO1 Death Machine, it would be near dead last, but the modern Death Machine is fun, and that averages it. Coming in at number 10 is the Carpenter. This power-up rebuilds all window barriers and gives you 200 points in earlier games, and later it does also give the ability of rebuilding your shield, and then after BO4, it kind of just disappeared altogether. Still can't put it dead last because at least Carpenter works in every game it appears in, as well as it does rebuild your shield, which is kind of nice, but it has pretty much falling off the face of the earth, and the AW power-ups at the bottom don't even have that going for. Coming in at number 9 is Zombie Blood. Zombie Blood turns you into a zombie for about 30 seconds. While active, the zombies completely ignore you. They can't see you, they don't chase you, you're invisible to them. This power-up was introduced on Origin, and it is a key part of that map's Easter egg. The thing about Zombie Blood is it's incredibly useful when you need it and completely pointless when you don't. On Origins, you need to see the glowing plane in the sky and progress the Easter egg. In that content, it's essential, but outside the Easter egg steps, Zombie Blood doesn't really help you all that much. On a normal gameplay session when you're not doing the Easter egg, it's wasted potential. I respect what it does for Easter egg runs, but in general gameplay, it's just kind of average. Number 8 is Max Armor from BO6 and BO7. Max Armor fully repairs your armor plates to whatever tier you own. In Modern Zombies, where armor is a core mechanic, this is actually really clutch. On high rounds where your armor gets shredded,
It's Shredder!
constantly getting a free full repair saves you money. I know a lot of people would rank this lower since it's a newer power-up that doesn't have the nostalgia factor, but purely based on how much it helps during gameplay, Max Armor has saved my runs more times than than some of the classic power-ups have. When your armor breaks on round 45 and you're nowhere near the armor buy, Max Armor dropping from a zombie is a beautiful sight. It's not flashy, but it's generally useful. Number 7 is Fire Sale. Fire Sale activates all mystery box locations on the map and drops the price to 10 points for 30 seconds. When you need a wonder weapon and file swap drops, it's one of the best feelings in zombies. You're sprinting between box locations, hitting it for 10 points each, trying to get as many rolls as possible before the timer runs out. If you already have your loadout and don't need anything from the box, Fire Sale is whatever. It's a power-up that's S tier when you need it and irrelevant when you don't. That inconsistency is why it's number 7 and not higher. When it's good, it's incredible. When you don't need it, it might as well not exist. Number 6 is the Bonfire Sale from Black Ops 1. Bonfire Sale is like a Fire Sale's older, cooler brother that nobody talks about because he only showed up once. This power-up reduces pack-a-punch cost, only appears on 5. The reason I have it this high is because when Bonfire Sales drop, it's a massive deal. Reduced pack-a-punch cost means you can upgrade multiple weapons for cheap. That's game-changing. Map-specific, and you need to kill the Pentagon Thief without him having taken your guns, but when you do, it's incredible. The rarity actually makes it more exciting when it drops. It's a power-up equivalent of seeing a unicorn. Number 5 is Instant Kill. I know putting Instant Kill at 5 might surprise some people, but let me cook. Insta-kill makes every zombie die in one hit from any damage source for 30 seconds. Knife kills, pistol shots, anything. On round 50, when zombies have insane health, insta-kill makes you feel invincible. The sound effect when you grab it gets your blood pumping. Insta-kill plus a knife is the most satisfying combo in the franchise. Just running through a horde, slashing everything like a maniac. That feeling is pure zombies joy. The reason it's number 5 and not higher, it's because it's temporary and some of these perks that are higher are just better. There's just 4 of the power-ups that have more lasting impact on your game. Number 4 is the random perk bottle that you can get in BO7. A free random perk, you can't complain about that.
Nice.
Getting a random juggernaut or stam up without spending points is like finding money in your jacket pocket. You didn't earn it, but you're not giving it back. The randomness can be frustrating though. Getting Deadshot Daiquiri when you wanted Speed Cola is painful, but even a perk you didn't want is still a free perk. You're better off with it than without it. Random perks have saved early games where I didn't have enough points for the perks I needed. It's consistently useful regardless of what round you're on, what map you're playing, or what situation you are in. The only issue I have with this, it's pretty rare, but a free perk is a free perk. Can't argue with that. Number 3 is infinite ammo from Infinite Warfare. This IW exclusive power-up does exactly what it says. Infinite ammo for all weapons for a limited time. Your one-to weapon, your wall buy, everything just has unlimited ammo. No reloading, no worry about reserves, just shoot. I have this at number 3 because it's essentially a better max ammo. Max ammo refills what you have, and infinite ammo just says don't worry about it. On high rounds with the one-to weapon, infinite ammo lets you hold the trigger and not think. It's pure destruction without consequences. The only reason it isn't higher, it's because it's exclusive to IW or Advanced Warfare, so most people have never experienced it. But if you played IW or AW Zombies, you know how incredible those power up. If Treyarch brought this to the main game, it would be instantly a top 2. At number 2 is max ammo. There is no better feeling than running completely dry on your wonder weapon, sprinting for your life with nothing but an empty clip, and then seeing that green max ammo drop from a zombie. Obviously, in later games, max ammo isn't as powerful with the ammo crates, but it's still pretty good. That's why it's number 2. Max ammo is power up that every player, every skill really appreciates equally. A brand new player on round 10 is just as happy to see it as a veteran on round 100. It's universal. It's always useful and it's always clutch. Most people would put this at number 1 and I completely understand why, but for the reasons I give, I think there is one power up that I think is slightly better. And that is at number 1, double points. Double points is my number 1 and I know that's going to be controversial. Most people would put max ammo here, but I think doubling your points is a lot better than max ammo. I know in high rounds, double points does lose value because you already have everything you need, but no power up determines the outcome of your game more than an early double points. It's a difference between a smooth gameplay and a struggle, and for that reason, double points is my number 1 power-up in COD Zombies history. Alright, that was every power-up in COD Zombies ranked from worst to best. I know double points at number 1 over max ammo is controversial. Come at me. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.